வணக்கம். 8th Standard Science English Medium, Unit number 13, Water. Textbook exercises. Choose the correct answer. Water changes to ice at answer option A 0 degrees C. Water changes to ice at 0 degrees C. Solubility of carbon dioxide in water is high when the answer option B pressure is high. Solubility of carbon dioxide in water is high when the pressure is high. The gas collected at the cathode on electrolysis of water is answer option B hydrogen. The gas collected at the cathode on electrolysis of water is hydrogen. Which of the following is a water pollutant? Answer option A lead. Lead is a water pollutant. Permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of answer option A sulfates and chlorides. Permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of sulfates and chlorides. Fill in the blanks. Water is colorless, odorless and tasteless. Water is colorless, odorless and tasteless. The boiling point of water is answer 100 degrees C. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees C. Temporary hardness of water can be removed by dash of water. Answer boiling. Temporary hardness of water can be removed by boiling of water. The density of water is maximum at answer 4 degrees C. The density of water is maximum at 4 degrees C. Loading speeds up the process of answer sedimentation. Loading speeds up the process of sedimentation. State true or false. If false, correct the statement. Sewage should be treated well before being discharged it into water bodies. Answer true. Seawater is suitable for irrigation as it contains dissolved salts. Answer false. The correct statement is seawater is not suitable for irrigation as it contains dissolved salts. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers depletes the soil and causes water pollution. Answer true. The density of water will not change at all temperature. Answer false. The correct statement is the density of water will change all temperature. The density of water will change all temperature. Soap lathers well in hard water. Answer false. Soap lathers well in soft water. Match the following. Here in column A, universal solvent, hard water, boiling, sterilization, sewage are given. In column B, water pollutant kills germs, oceanization, water, stomach ailments are given. The answers are shuffled. We have to match it correctly. Let us see the answer. Universal solvent, water. Universal solvent, water. Hard water, stomach ailments. Hard water, stomach ailments. Boiling kills germs. Boiling kills germs. Sterilization, oceanization. Sterilization, oceanization. Sewage, water pollutant. Sewage, water pollutant. Give reason for the following. Alum is added to water in sedimentation tank. Answer. The reason is potash alum is added to water to speed up the process of sedimentation. The particles of potash alum combine with the suspended impurities and make them settle down at a faster rate. Second one, water is a universal solvent. Answer. The reason is water can dissolve more number of substances than any other solvent. Therefore, water is called as universal solvent. Third one, ice floats on water. What is the reason? The reason is because ice is lighter than water. It means that the density of ice is lower than that of water. Fourth one, aquatic animals can breathe in water. The reason is air dissolved in water is important for the living organisms to survive. In sea, the water below the ice remains in liquid form where most of the aquatic life lives. This enables the aquatic animals and plants to survive even in extreme cold conditions. Fifth one, seawater is unfit for drinking. The reason is seawater contains many minerals and salts dissolved in it, and so it is said to be saline. Hence, it is unfit for drinking. Sixth one, hard water is not good for washing utensils. The reason is hard water damages the utensils and containers in which it is stored and forms a hard layer. So, it is not good for washing utensils. Define the following. Freezing point. Answer. Water freezes at 0 degrees C and forms ice. Thus, the freezing point of water is 0 degrees C. The freezing point of water decreases with increase in pressure. Define boiling point. Answer. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees C at atmospheric pressure. At this temperature, water boils and changes to steam. The boiling point of water increases with increase in pressure. Define specific heat capacity. Answer. The amount of heat that is needed to raise the temperature of a unit mass of a substance by 1 degree C is called specific heat capacity of that substance. Fourth question, define latent heat of fusion. Answer. The amount of heat energy required by ice to change into water is called latent heat of fusion of ice. one, potable water. The water suitable for drinking is called potable water. Answer in brief. Name the gas evolved at cathode and anode when water is electrolyzed. State their ratio by volume. Answer. The gas evolved at cathode is hydrogen. The gas evolved at anode is oxygen. The ratio of hydrogen and oxygen by volume is 2:1. Second one. State the importance of dissolved oxygen and carbon dioxide in water. Answer. Fish can survive in water only through the dissolved oxygen present in water. Aquatic plants make use of the dissolved carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water reacts with limestone to form calcium bicarbonate. Marine organisms such as snails, oysters, etc. extract calcium carbonate to form calcium bicarbonate to build their cells. Third one, what are the causes of temporary hardness and permanent hardness of water? Answer. Temporary hardness is due to the presence of carbonate and bicarbonate salts of calcium and magnesium. Permanent hardness results due to the presence of chloride and sulfate salts of calcium and magnesium. Fourth one, define specific latent heat of vaporization of water. Answer. The temperature of water does not rise above 100 degrees C. It is because the heat energy supplied only changes the state of the boiling water. The heat energy is stored in steam and is commonly called the latent heat of vaporization of steam or water. What are the methods of removing hardness of water? Answer. Boiling, adding washing soda, ion exchange and distillation. Answer in detail. How is water purified at a water purification plant? Answer. In conventional water treatment plants, water is subjected to different processes for purification. The processes are sedimentation, filtration, sterilization. First one, sedimentation. Water from lakes or rivers is collected in large sedimentation tanks. There it is allowed to stand undisturbed so that suspended impurities settle down at the bottom of the tank. Sometimes a chemical substance such as potash alum is added to water to speed up the process of sedimentation. This process is called loading. The particles of potash alum combine with the suspended impurities and make them settle down at a faster rate. Next, filtration. Water from the sedimentation tanks is then pumped to the filtration tanks. Filtration tanks contain filter beds made up of gravel, sand, pebbles, activated charcoal and concrete. Water passes through these layers and becomes free from any remaining dissolved or suspended impurities completely. Then, sterilization. The filtered water is treated chemically to remove the remaining germs or bacteria. This process is called sterilization. The chemicals that are used in this process are chlorine and ozone. The process of adding chlorine in adequate amounts to water is called chlorination. The water from filtration tanks is pumped into chlorination tanks where chlorine is added to remove harmful bacteria and other germs. Oceanization is a process in which water is treated with ozone gas to kill the germs present in it. Second question. What is permanent hardness of water? How can it be removed? Answer. The permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of chloride and sulfate salts of calcium and magnesium. The permanent hardness of water can be removed by the following methods. First one, adding washing soda. Washing soda is used to remove permanent hardness of water. Adding washing soda converts chlorides and sulfates into insoluble carbonates. These insoluble carbonates are removed by filtration. Second one, ion exchange. Another method to remove the hardness of water is to pass it through a column of ion exchange resins where calcium and magnesium ions get replaced by sodium ions. This converts hard water into soft water. Distillation. Temporary and permanent hardness both can be removed by the method of distillation. The water obtained after distillation is called distilled water. It is the purest form of water. Third question. What is electrolysis? Explain the electrolysis of water. Answer. Electrolysis. The process of breaking down of substances by the passage of electric current is called electrolysis. Electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water can be easily demonstrated with the help of an experiment. In this experiment setup, a glass beaker is fixed into two carbon electrodes and is filled with water up to 1/3 of its volume. The positive carbon electrode acts as anode and the negative carbon electrode acts as cathode. Two test tubes are placed on the electrodes as shown in the figure. The electrodes are connected to a battery and current is passed until the test tubes are filled with a particular gas. If the gas collected in test tubes using a burning splint, we can notice that the gas in cathode side burns with a popping sound when the burning splint is brought near the mouth of the test tube. This property is usually shown by hydrogen gas, and so it is confirmed that the gas inside the test tube is hydrogen. The burning splint placed near the anode side burns more brightly, confirming that it is oxygen gas. This experiment shows that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. The ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. Hence, for every 2 volumes of hydrogen collected at the cathode, there is 1 volume of oxygen collected at the anode. 2H2O by electrolysis gives 2H2 plus O2. Fourth question. Explain the different ways by which water gets polluted. Answer. Household detergents. Household and cleaning detergents are major cause of water pollution. Synthetic, that is non-biodegradable non-biodegradable detergents have chemicals that do not break down and can end up polluting both surface and groundwater. Domestic sewage wastewater that is disposed of from households is known as domestic sewage. Domestic sewage should be treated before being disposed of into a water body like a river, a lake, etc. Domestic waste and plastics. Solid waste, including plastics, are disposed of or end up in water bodies such as rivers and the ocean. Agricultural activities. Fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides used in agriculture can dissolve in rainwater and flow into water bodies such as rivers and lakes. This causes an excess of nutrients such as nitrates and phosphates as well as toxic chemicals into the water bodies, and they can be harmful to aquatic life. Industrial waste. Many industries release toxic waste such as lead, mercury, cyanides, cadmium, etc. If this waste is unregulated and is released into water bodies, it negatively impacts humans, plants, animals, and aquatic life. Oil spills. There are large crude and natural gas reserves below the seabed. With the increasing exploration of crude oil in the oceans, accidents in drilling and transporting oil have also increased. Oil spills cause water pollution which is harmful to aquatic life. Thermal pollution. Large amounts of water are used for cooling purposes in thermal and nuclear power plants and many industries. Water used for cooling purpose is discharged back to a river or to the original water source at a raised temperature and sometimes with chemicals. Thank you.